Hi, and welcome to Community Hotline. My name is Monica Weitzel. We're here in Gresham at MetroEast Community Media. We have a full show tonight, so I'm glad you joined us. We're going to start out talking with the City of Gresham's GREAT program. GREAT is a business program that you're going to hear all about from the Business Program Coordinator, Greg Hayward, and Megan Barato, the Waste Reduction Specialist. Thanks for being here with us tonight.
Thanks for having us.
You bet. Now, I heard about the GREAT program from you at a Learn at Lunch thing, a little workshop we had here earlier in the year, and you were kind enough to give me some more information about it. So maybe you could tell our viewers who have no idea what this is all about, what GREAT stands for, and what that acronym is, and what exactly you do.
Sure. Well, so the GREAT business program is a resource efficiency program where we work with businesses trying to help them conserve natural resources as much as possible. So we work with waste reduction, energy, and water primarily, trying to help businesses find ways to reduce their usage as much as possible, and in that process often save money, and also work with their community to kind of make their community a better place.
This is all kind of a win-win situation.
Yeah.
Now, is this something that costs the businesses anything as far as your involvement? Do they have to pay you to come out and work with them?
It's a free program, which is wonderful. It's funded through our solid waste fees. So when you pay for your garbage, a portion of your fee goes towards funding waste reduction education around the community.
That's great.
And that helps our program run, and it helps the other residential, multifamily school work that we do as well.
Oh, okay. So does this affect, this is just for the city of Gresham then that your program works. Do they have similar programs, do you know, in other cities around the area? I have no idea. Do they?
Yeah, other jurisdictions have programs that are similar, and provide free assistance to community members, businesses, residential, schools. So
as people hear about this, if they don't live in Gresham City proper, they could check it out with their own areas and find out what's available to them.
Yeah, the Metro government in the Portland area helps kind of coordinate various programs around the area, and each major jurisdiction around the Portland metro region has some form of different types of waste reduction outreach.
Was this started through Metro? I mean, they're the ones that instigated this program, or is it something the city of Gresham started on their own? Do you know? Well,
the GREAT program itself was started through the city in the early 2000s, but before that there were different versions of similar type programs. GREAT was the first time when we brought together not only the waste reduction, solid waste aspect of the program, but combine that with the water and the energy efficiency outreach. So instead of being visited by a number of different people to get that information, you get that through just one person.
That makes sense.
Which is great for businesses because, well, coincidentally great. Because, yeah, I mean, people have a limited amount of time. And so what we try to do is we try to provide as much input as we possibly can, and then if they have more needs, then we connect them with experts in the other fields. Like we have contacts with the Energy Trust of Oregon that are really great with energy efficiency, and then folks in our water department that can offer specific advice if we run into some issues that we might not be able to provide the best input on.
Good. I know the city of Gresham has been really one of the front runners in energy savings, I suppose, like the wastewater treatment plant that they have, which is, you know, a model for the nation. So they've really been one of the kind of pioneers as far as some of the efforts to curb waste in the area.
Another really great example actually is the Gresham Barlow School District. Their energy efficiency programs that they've implemented over the last 5 to 10 years actually won a national award from the Department of Energy on energy conservation. They have a really comprehensive energy management system that saved millions of dollars over the last decade.
I imagine saving a lot of money is a real enticement to businesses to get involved with this. So Megan, what is your job as a waste reduction specialist? What do you do specifically?
So I assist Greg on the GREAT program. I also work with some of our school districts. We just launched our first school in Centennial, our first elementary school in the Plate to Power program, which is a school composting program.
Good.
And it's also actually a business composting program.
Plate to Power?
Plate to Power,
What exactly does that mean?
So in our region, our commercial food scraps are used to make energy, and so Plate to Power is taking your food that is you're not going to have on your plate and making it into electricity.
I've heard about them using the waste from frying food, the oil, and that kind of thing for using that, but I wasn't aware of the actual food being used for that. That's great. Do you also work at all with educating the kids? Is that part of what this department does?
Yeah, so sometimes we're working in the classroom. Today we actually did an assembly at Lynch Meadows.
Oh, great. So the kids can grow up understanding what they do does affect their community and the future of the community.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of the waste reduction programs that we've done, like specifically the Plate to Power program, that's grown really quickly within our schools because they generate, schools in general, you have 500-600 kids at a school, they generate a lot of waste.
Yeah.
And so those are areas where the metro region is really focusing on trying to work with those places first. So
Good.
schools are a target area, large businesses, large public community places that generate lots of waste are kind of the priority sectors that the metro area is working on to start there, because that's where the most of the large portion of the material is coming from. So yeah, we do a lot of education.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And with that compost program, the Plate to Power program, we're generating energy in the process of composting that food. So when food is breaking down into soil, it releases gases, and so that stuff goes down to Junction City, where they have a big a big plant that they put that food waste in a big tank and take the energy, the gases off of it, burn it, and generate electricity, and then those solids get composted and then are used on local farms around the area. And the energy that they get from that powers about 1,500 homes.
Wow.
So it's a pretty cool
It's pretty
program.
impressive. It's just like the waste treatment they called it the poop to power. Which of course the kids just love that. But Plate to Power, whatever, whatever it takes. I mean, that's great that there's innovative ways of creating energy.
Yeah, when you step back and look at it, like Gresham has done a lot of things
it's pretty impressive.
to do with energy and with waste reduction that have been, I think, real hallmarks for the area.
Yeah. So tell me, how many businesses in this Gresham area are involved in the GREAT program?
Right now we have about 120 what are called certified businesses.
Okay.
So with the certification process, we come out to a business and we do a walkthrough and try to kind of figure out where there's some places where we might be able to find some more efficiencies with, say, their waste or their water or their energy.
And I think you brought a couple pictures. Maybe we can show them of a couple businesses that have actually been involved in that program. Let's see if we can bring those up while you tell us about that.
Sure.
I know that. Now who are we looking? Is this Snowcap
Sure.
itself, or is this gentleman just wearing a Snowcap shirt?
That's Jeremy at Snowcap.
Okay.
Really wonderful guy. So Snowcap is a major food bank in Gresham.
Wonderful organization.
And for their GREAT certification, they actually put together a community garden, which is a really big, bold step.
Which supports the community. I mean, they use that.
So they're growing a lot of fresh produce there that then gets directly used by the folks that use their services. And Snowcap, actually, we have been connecting lots of different businesses in Gresham too, so that if they have very good food that is not, doesn't want to be composted but can't be served, then it can be brought to Snowcap and can be used by folks there.
Okay, things are just maybe slightly past their peak, whatever.
Yeah.
That's great. There's Adam from Origins. I recognize him.
Sure, yeah.
Origins Coffee.
Yeah. Adam, so Origins Coffee has been doing a lot of really great work. They actually started something where when they do catering, instead of bringing disposable cups and things like that, they bring all their own branded cups with them and wash them and use them again. So they're trying to really cut down on waste.
More work, but hey, that's worth it.
Yeah.
It's good for them.
It's pretty incredible, like how many disposable products. Like for example, we use 144 plastic shopping bags per person in the United States every year.
Oh, wow.
With coffee cups, it's somewhere over like 100 if you break it down per person. So it seems really simple, but something like just switching from a disposable coffee cup to a durable one makes a pretty big impact.
Yeah, good. Hey, now this is this is you, Greg, and me, and Jamie, who's our facilities manager here in our studio without the set up. But we had you come out and go through our business, and we actually got an award, our certification, which was really exciting.
Yeah. So
and we have some pictures showing some of the things that we did around here.
Sure. So yeah, so some of the things, I mean, when we came here the first time, I think Megan would agree, we were kind of wowed by how many sustainable things you've already done here. The building itself is very energy efficient.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty incredible. But yeah, some of the things that we helped on were recycling here. Because you have a lot of different people coming through, I guess at certain times you can have almost 100 people in this building.
Yeah, depending on the
and then other
events we have
times it's
going on.
really slow. So we worked on trying to find the best places for putting recycling stations and provided some free
signage.
boxes that the city provides. And those are actually provided around the metro area. And signage to go along with them. And
Make it simple. So these are the things
Yeah.
to recycle. These are the things that go in the
Yeah.
trash. You encouraged us to use more environmentally friendly products, and so
Yeah.
we went out and got some new dishwashing detergent for our kitchen, and
that stuff is called third-party certified green. So instead of just someone saying this is a clean, healthy product for you to use, it's third-party certified.
so you look
it's
for
been
that
tested.
certification on the
Yep.
bottle. Right?
Yep.
Okay. And now this was our ductless heating and air conditioning, which
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means. So, this was in our
This is pretty cool. So ductless heating systems have been around for about the last 10 years. Instead of pushing warm or cold air through a bunch of ducts to a room, these are placed in rooms, and so they're not pushing. You're not having to have a very large fan that's pushing all that air to a certain place.
okay.
It's putting that air out right where it is needed.
This is a room that gets really hot because it has all of our, equipment in
And
there.
so you have several of these around your building. That one was in your server room, which obviously gets really hot.
Right, and where the computers have to stay.
Yeah,
cool.
so these use far less energy than a traditional large air conditioning system.
Oh, no, I know. And this was out at we had several of these storm drains, and you provided the signage there.
So we marked our storm drains to remind the public to dump no waste, because that will drain directly to the stream.
And people do that, don't they? I mean, they still.
Yeah, sometimes.
You think people
Hopefully
think about
not if
that,
they see the sign.
but yeah. So I mean, the sign really it will make people stop and
Yeah.
think before they.
It reminds people that these all your storm drains are going different places, and sometimes those are going to end up in a stream, and anything that goes down there will directly pollute the water.
Yeah. And this was just a pile of our old files. Whenever we're done with a file, rather than throw them away, or we just reuse them. So I just cross it out, put a little sticker on it, whatever, and just reuse the
It's
file
really
folders.
funny, but I mean, doing simple things like that really adds up,
Yeah.
and it'll save you money, and it does definitely save a lot of resources.
Yeah, and there were other things that you suggested and other things that we did, and it was really helpful. There are some things you just don't think about,
Right.
And I think that's really beneficial.
Sure.
And when you came out, you gave us this really awesome award, which maybe we can get a look at this. This was the award that was given to us, or a certification.
Sure. And so we recertify businesses every 2 years. So each year, actually, we'll give you a cog that goes on the outside of the chain ring. And so it'll show.
Tell me what this is.
So
here.
this is a repurposed chain ring of a bicycle. So these are the gears that go on the front of the bicycle.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
It's really heavy too.
Right,
Yeah.
and then we give you chains and things that we attach to this for the different years that you've maintained your certification.
Nice. So it was a free service. You came out, very friendly, very, warm. It was great, and patted us on the back for the good things that we have done.
Yeah.
But going forward, then, what are the things that you have planned for the GREAT program?
Sure. Well, do you want to talk a little bit about the coffee hour?
Yeah, so we have an upcoming sustainable coffee hour for our great businesses, as well as other people in the area that are interested in talking with people who like sustainability and may have questions. We're hoping that people can share with one another and challenge each other to better their programs or launch one if they're interested in getting something off the ground.
So the first one is going to be here at MetroEast.
Yeah.
We want to show off what you have done here and what you have going on. And the idea is that we really want to help us further establish a community in Gresham that's working together on sustainable issues. We have over, like I said, 120 businesses that have certified as great businesses. and a lot of other ones that are working on certification.
Right.
And we think that by bringing them together more regularly, ideas can be exchanged that we may not even know about.
Sure, yeah.
That could be helpful. And also, it's like if you know that your neighbors are doing it, then you're more likely to try to engage and try to make some stuff happen. So we think it could be good for motivating people, and it's a model that's been used in lots of other places, just encouraging people to come together that want to work together on these sorts of things.
Nice. And this is open to the public, is it not? Is that
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's for businesses, but we also love to have just folks from the general public there. The idea is just to try to bring people together to exchange ideas, get excited, and enjoy coffee, and then also tour and see sustainable actions
Right.
in progress.
Good deal. We're almost out of time. So I just want to say real quickly, there's all sorts of things we have here, like, this was to put on the water faucet.
Yeah, it's a
and
faucet
you
aerator.
provided those for us. There's stickers to put on your light switches so that remember to turn them off, and all sorts of signage here, which we don't have time to show.
Sure.
Any last words here before I let you go here tonight?
January 27th, come talk with us.
Yeah.
Okay, so come on out to MetroEast Community Media on January 27th at 8 a.m.? Okay.
Early in the morning.
8 a.m. Okay. Thanks very much for being here. I
for
appreciate it.
having us.
Appreciate working with you. It's been great.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching this first segment of Community Hotline. And for more information, you can go to the website. The information should be on your screen. And don't go away. We'll be right back with more of Community Hotline.